I just opened the scriptures. I woke up about 3:30. 3:30. First and foremost, Salakia. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. And double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who are ruling well, who taught me this truth through the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahshad, and honest to you brothers pushing this word and sincerity of truth throughout the four corners of the earth that we were scattered. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, men, women, and children. Yeah, I'll just get into this first since it's popped on my screen. Not popped on your screen, but I was looking into, how looking at videos and how, in ancient times, or not ancient times, because you still have women on the other side of the world who actually separate the wheat from the chaff. Okay, and Lord willing, Abaratazah is edifying. I don't have anything planned. This is not planned or written down. Okay, but I was just looking to, you know, um, how I was thinking about the scripture first and foremost. How here, let me just grab it, and then I'll come back to this. Right, so if you like wheat, I was looking at the scripture here because I was at work and I was, I had grabbed some headphones. I was trying to block out Salaki. I was trying to block out, the noise and stuff. But ultimately, I work on the back of a trash truck, man. So I'm grabbing trash cans. I'm grabbing. You know what I mean? You hear the? I gotta work the blade. Anyway, so I was trying to block out. I grabbed some headphones, and I was trying to block out everybody from cause I just work. I just work. You know what I mean? I get my workout like that. I come. You know what I mean? Get sweating and moving out there. Um, but I grabbed the headphones, and one of the first lessons, I tried to listen to on the phone was, matter of fact, I'll go to it, was a brother, I don't know his name, but here, let's just go to it. And something to the effect of, I'm too busy, demon, right? The beware of the I'm too busy demon by a soldier of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Alright? So this is one of the first videos that popped on yesterday at work. And then, he was going into all these situations basically that could take us, from, that Satan had thrown at us during our leisure time, our time that, we don't have obligations to do, like, you know, being a family man, You know, there's certain situations, you know, think you're putting in too much work. You know, you do a video and oh, I'm good. And there's various situations. I was just naming a few that he was speaking of. But every brother has their own situations and demons and spirits that have to resist and fight. The urges and affairs of this life that ultimately we have to yield to put in uh, the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the priority. Okay, so let's grab the scripture right here, right fast, and we go from there. I don't have anything planned, so let's grab Luke 22 and 28. I'll start with 28. It says, "Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations." Yeah, because ultimately, Yahweh was tempted. Okay, Satan came to him. You know what I mean? Satan came to him to basically with the whole, the kingdoms of the world. Okay, told him that, yo, listen, you bow down, worship me. All of this is yours. I mean, coming at him with scriptures. He fought him off with scriptures. Ultimately, scripture's going. If you are the hopeful elect, scripture's gonna pop into your mind soon as Satan comes to you with these thoughts, these situations, these quote unquote obligations that you feel, okay, or Satan puts the spirit on you that you feel you're you're obligated to do, not obligated to do, but you know during that leisure time, on that free time that we have, so to speak. So I woke up this morning thinking about that, and I was also here in the book of Jeremiah, the fifth chapter. I don't know what told me to open to it, but everything's spiritual. So Luke 22 says, and 8:28 says, "Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations," the hopeful elect, the elect. We calling ourselves the hopeful elect, but there is an elect that has been already preordained. The first fruits, and it says, "And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father has appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Yashua Allah." And the Lord said, "Simon, Simon, behold, Satan," okay, the adversary, it means anything that's adverse to this truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and truth of these scriptures. Okay, many of us are dealing with, we have families, or we have children, or we have women, which is ultimately that main vessel that tries to, you know, because we know women they are in the world, and just like the Lord Yahweh, you know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, cares for the nation of Israel. Okay, we care for our women that we dealing with. The Lord's dealing with us, we deal with women, Like ultimately that goes back into to the prophet Hosea, the situation he was dealing with, and how, he he was basically dealing with a prostitute, a little whore, man. And we are looked at as a nation of people, not the hopeful elect, as a whore right now. Okay, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to sift you, that he may sift you as wheat. All right, and let's just go to that, back to where I was at. Um, Here, and separating wheat from chaff, because ultimately I'm not good with the farming, or uh, really didn't know what wheat or chaff was. So humbly learning, we try to get into it. I was looking at videos, but nowadays you have like the machines like that be doing the winnowing. But here it says, if you separate the wheat from the chaff, or sort the wheat from the chaff, you decide which people or things in a group are good or important, and which are not. Right? So Satan, the adversary, which comes in different forms of people, ways, spirits. Okay, or is ultimately trying to sift the hopeful elect, which is not gonna happen. But you know, we're gonna go through those temptations. That's why the scriptures have said, these are they who continue with me in my temptations. And it says this wind assisted process for separating wheat from the chaff is called winnowing. And the grains with almost no hull are called naked grains. Okay, let's type on. Let's see what else this says. Right, right. Okay. It says the wheat when first threshed lies in one heap with chaff and straw, and is after winnowed to separate it. So the faithful are mixed up in one church, which is the body of Yahweh Shah. Okay. Who ultimately, you're dealing with the hopeful elect, with the unfaithful, because you're gonna have, agents and those who have have believed in vain. Okay, and it's truth. Let's be real about it. You got fake ones and you got the real ones. Lord's gonna make that. Lord is always making a separation. So the faithful are mixed up in one church with the unfaithful. But persecution, right, comes as a wind. Okay, that's what the scriptures say. These are they who continue with me in my temptations. Okay, when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, when he was on the earth, and ultimately trickling down to today. Because we are tempted. Don't get it twisted, man. We tempted, man. Okay. Tossed by a Mashiach's fan day whose hearts were separated before, may be also now separated in place. All right. So these are they who, you know, um, who were not meant to endure. You know, it's all about endurance all the way to the end. And we're going to be tempted in various ways. The Lord's going to make it uh, difficult as we're entering, trying, and striving to enter into the straight gate. And we're going to be tested, even down to the point where we get rounded, or whoever gets rounded up, arrested, put in prisons. All right. But we'd rather be tempted, rather than being of the 2/3. Because the 2/3 think in their mind, that they can continue in their madness and their folly. Okay, because they say in their minds, in their heart. Okay, lab meaning the mind. They say neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And the Lord is about to do a lot of killing. The Lord's going to do a lot of killing. He's going to use Esau to do it, and then eventually, he's going to use his fishes that are going to change to hunters. So the Lord is always sifting. He's sifting the unfaithful, and he's sifting the 2/3. Um, let's go back to that scripture, Luke 22. And I'll read 31 again. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you. Yeah, and he desires to have the hopeful elect. But it can't be. Things have already been preordained and written. Satan will come, you know, I say mainly through a woman. Honestly, mainly through a woman. Well, I can testify mainly through a woman with me and my experiences, in this truth is he mainly used a woman to try to sift me out this thing, and whether she's in the world doing something, you don't want her to do, that's not scriptural, or not, going as you have her and you're still dealing with her. I mean, get you from doing more lessons. Yeah, going back into that I'm too busy demon. Getting deeper, researching things, getting the understanding of more precepts. And when you think about it, I don't know the situation with uh, you brothers, but I know Simon, if I'm not mistaken, he had a wife, Peter. Okay, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I pray for thee. Right, and this is again going into the apostle, that one of that not that no that head apostle. So how much us brothers that's in Akim, that's in his faith. Okay, but I pray for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. All right. So I don't have too much else to say on that. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Okay, the Lord's always sifting. Okay, the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, and the ones who believe in vainglory, who call themselves, in the truth, being an Israelite. And let's go back into this one more time and we'll close out. Because it basically means the unwanted. You decide if you separate the wheat from the chaff or sort the wheat from the chaff, you decide which people or things in a group are good or important and which are not. Right? Okay. Right? But it comes down here, it says what? But when the persecution comes as a wind, that tossed by, okay, Hamashiach's fin, they whose hearts, the minds were separate before, may also now be separated in place. Right? About that separation. Right? So the Lord is making that separation. And the hopeful elect is going to do it to the end. All praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And till next time, Shalom.